Welcome back to Laura's Design Studio. I mixed up just a little bit of resin here. I was cleaning out my mold drawers and rearranging them based on like extras molds, critter molds, tray molds, jar molds, all of those good things. And I ran across all these little embellishments and I thought, let's pour some littles today. So, I just have like 80 milliliters of resin here. I'm just gonna pour some in various cups as we go and get them a little color. Trying to see if there was a lump there. And I pulled out these little pigments. So I figured we would just, this is dark green. And I am just gonna get, where are my little ones? I need little ones. This actually might work the best. So, I just finished Froggy Friday. I have to upload that video yet. And then I'll be back on track. Let's see, green. Let's do some little bows. These I haven't poured before. As a matter of fact, there's not a lot of them. I poured that one once. I poured the little bird once. These I've never poured. And I've never poured these little bitty, and I'm talking little bitty, turtles right here. These are tiny. This is a resin rocker mold. Those turtles are very tiny. Pick them up to see if they are full or not. Okay. There are those. Those are itty bitties. Let's pour. I'll pour this style of bow. This is just the bow with the tails. These are my like leftover molds. Like I said, I haven't really poured these. I either just got them before I moved or I put them in a drawer and forgot about them. The turtles, I found those while I was packing. I don't even know where they were, but they're so tiny that, you know, it's easy to place them somewhere and never see them. What else? Oh, over here we have got cupcakes, ice cream cones, birthday cakes, just a little bitty. This one has umbrellas and sun hats. We'll pour a little umbrella here. And we'll pour whatever this is. It might be a hat of some kind. If you have a tiny bit of resin, or maybe you're running low on resin but really want to, you know, make something, it's always good to have these little molds around. Whether you use them for extras or, like, you know, like here, making your own bows for your critters, stuff like that. Hats, apparently. Okay. Let's see. I am gonna pour some more. And see if I can find. Here's a blue. This is, I have two that came in the same kit that are named light blue. So this one is light blue. And yes, I mixed it right in the cup that had green in it, but it's not going to affect it that much. Now, if I was putting a light color in there, yeah, no, I'd just grab another cup, but okay. Let's do some blue bows. And yeah, Andy was talking about, I think it was his video yesterday, how like these little fondant molds, they take barely anything. So, you know, you can pour a ton of stuff with very little resin. And it's really easy to overfill. Okay. There's that one. And I'll pour this little sun hat right here. You just gotta be very careful. It's super easy to overfill these. There's that. Let's pour this little snail. This is also a resin rocker mold. He's gonna take a little more than what was in this cup. That's okay. I'm just gonna let him sit here, and as I go through colors. I'll use him as like a drip mold. Anything I have a little bit of, we'll just mix it right in there. I think this little scoop thing here is Resin Rockers also. Okay. Lord. And I really do not like these little cups. They got ridges in them and they're a pain. So, these are my throwaways. I definitely just throw these away. I'm not cleaning them. Just not worth it. Let's see, this one is just red. These are just little cheap Timu pigments. I have to find some on Amazon because I am not using Timu. The tariffs are crazy. It does not make it worthwhile any longer. Oh, let's see. We can pour. Let's see what these. That's a lady cameo. I don't know what this one is. I cannot tell. Let's see. The other way around. Is that like a hummingbird, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna pour this red in there. And sometimes these molds are very hard to decipher. Until you pour them. How many of us pour things just to see what it is? Because this came in a pack of these. What are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. And some of them I knew were like lady, you know, like a standard cameo. But there were a couple that I couldn't tell what they were. I bought a, this was a while back, I bought a, off of MICA. Somebody had a lot of molds. Welcome back, and let's do some demolding. I know that my video cut off while I was pouring because my phone ran out of storage. Damn nightmare. But this is what got poured in the little pour today. Just some embellishments and stuff. There's a little bow. And then we have these little bows with the tails. That. And then we have a little hat. This is also another little hat. Here's an umbrella. There's another one. So, then we have, another little bow over here. Here's some more little bows. So yeah, you can find all these little molds, little embellishment molds. These are fondant molds for cakes, but you know, use them, make them. You don't have to buy bows or any other little embellishments. Have your extras molds around. This is a little cake. Ice cream cone. Another ice cream cone. Here's cake. This one needs some cleanup, over pour, but it's a cupcake. Cupcake. Here's another cupcake. Another ice cream cone. Here's another little cake. Then we have, these teeny tiny turtles. Tiny, tiny turtles. This mold you could lose. Little turtles. Let's see, we have this snail. I don't have much hope for his antennae here because I worked and worked at trying to get that down in there. Oh. I missed, yep, I got more than I thought down in there, but I didn't get the full antenna on the one, but there is that little snail. This one needs some cleanup because it's got all kinds of overpour. I'll have to take the deburring tool to this one, but this is the dragon. These are really good for like on top of a box. Yeah. I need to take the deburring tool to that one. I did finish off this flower here. go. Let go. There we go. Little rose. And then I did the coffin. This is just a small little box. So there's the lid. I got a bubble right there and right there. Oh, and right there. Oh, and right there. On all the corners. On all the corners, I got bubbles. Except for, nope, that one has a little one too. I was having trouble getting it back in those little spots. See if I can. This is a resin rocker mold. I don't know if it cut off at that point or not, but I was saying that if you start out and you're wanting little UV molds, Resin Rockers has a really good supply of even the 3D animals. This is a Resin Rockers. I have a little skull that's a Resin Rockers, but they have a good supply of, they even have a little frog and a baby axolotl. I have both of those, the frog and the axolotl. But if you just go to their website and you look up, they have a whole section that's just UV approved molds. And they're very reasonably priced on there. A lot of times they're on sale. And it's really good if you're just doing UV, if you want small stuff. There we go. Just a cute little box. And this is, I believe this is in their UV section. You'd have to do it in layers, but I think it is a UV mold if you go look, because the it is transparent enough. But yeah, it's definitely Resin Rockers, and I believe it was in their UV section. But yeah, they have a really good selection. So if you're wanting UV molds that you can use with your UV resin and a light, and you're wanting some like animals, you know, critters type stuff, I'm sure that they probably have lizards. They have like I said, a really good selection. So go there. But that's it for my demold on my littles today, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.